Howdy folks, it's Alternate. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. We are 75% done, 3/4 done with the Wales bush trip with the latest world update. I assume you've watched videos 1 and 2 so you know what's going on. If not, watch them quickly because we're just going to keep going. That's a little introduction you get. Alright, where do they put us? At the end of the runway? Yes it is. Different day because I left the sim, came back. Real world weather is still turned on. Hopefully it's still nice. It's been several nice days in real life, letting us fly with real weather. Because a lot of times in the bush trips you have to turn real weather off because you're flying small GA aircraft and we've had some pretty hairy weather, including icing and everything in other bush trips. So we'll try to keep real world weather on if we can. We do have all real world traffic on with nameplates. We can see them. We have player traffic turned on still, although we have yet to see another player. Which is a bummer, because back when the sim was new and we would fly bush trips, we'd see a whole bunch of other players. Like, we would do almost entire bush trips alongside other players. It was really cool. It was really neat. Haven't had that happen in a very long time, so that's kind of a bummer. But anyway, looks beautiful. We're kind of in this mountainous bowl here, and we're about ready to finish this bush trip. It's been a beautiful bush trip, but all things good and bad must come to an end. This is a good thing, but it does need to come to an end, unfortunately. Let's just turn everything on. We're not too worried about startup stuff because it's a bush trip. We're just going to keep going here. Let's get this going. Once GPS is calibrated, we will set up our screen a little bit differently. So while that's getting set up, let's read what we're doing for this final trip. Follow the river to Newtown. Not Old Town, but Newtown. So we'll follow this to Newtown. Looks like they had some different weather when they took their screenshots. Newtown, for about 4 minutes away, so we'll keep reading here. Combine a couple of these. From Newtown, follow the general course of the motorway to the south, past the intersection of A483 and A44, then fly over Landrindod Wells. It grew in the 18th century as a spa destination due to the purported healing powers of local spring water. Well, that's cool. So we're going to look for what? A town. We're going to look for Newtown, and then we're going to look for a spa. A spa town. Newtown and spa town. And they'll come back and read about the next things together. Don't want to get too far ahead. Otherwise, I read and then you just look at stuff for like half an hour, and then that's it. And that's kind of funny. And why are we in the middle of the ocean? What? What happened? What in the world happened here? Why are we... Where are we here? Do I need to, like, tell GPS to go to the next waypoint? Yes, we are using GPS for this because we can. Why the heck not? We need to go to 13, right? Yeah, so we need to do direct and the flight plan is gone. What's supposed to happen is we let's go back, is we put in the next waypoint in the flight plan and then it goes there, but we don't have it, so we'll just use autopilot with heading bug instead, which is totally okay. We do need to climb though, so 13 and 14 over some hills. It doesn't say how high they are. These were only like 1,800 feet. So let's set autopilot to 3 grand just to be safe. You can watch it here. I'm using my multi-panel on my desk, and we'll set up vertical speed once you're in the air, but we need heading bug now, so we're going to use that. So what do we want to use? It's directly behind us pretty much, so let's get heading bug set up. Actually, it'll tell us if we use a nav log. That's the whole point. 221. So let's set this to 221, and that's where we're supposed to go. It's 221. There, see? Your tools are in front of your face. Use them. Okay, so we're going to get comfortable in the chairs. First set of flaps down, right. Flap thing on the left, yes. And fuel is full, yes. Yes, yes it is. Where's my other fuel one? I have another fuel one somewhere. There it is. Fuel is full. Flaps are down. We have heading bug set. We need to go to vertical speed on my multi-panel for autopilot, just so we can look around. That's why we're using, oh, look at this. Hang on, what does this do? Cool. Okay, so yeah, autopilot just to hold the airplane so we can look around. That's all. Alright, parking brake off, hold the brake a moment, although we have plenty of space, and here we go. Tooly dooly loo, taking off with you, and then we'll whoa, wind? We had a rough landing coming in here, if you remember from a few days back. And we're having a rough takeoff because of this wind. Holy guacamole sauce. Brakes us out the wheels. Get a little bit of speed here. That flap's coming up. My goodness. We can turn around either direction. Let's go this way. Is that EasyJet? Flight 2285? Is that what that is? The sun, the roads, sharp U-turn, and away we go. Very straightforward. Following our heading bug in front of us. There we go. Very cool. Alright, autopilot, heading bug, vertical speed, 900, 800 feet per minute, whatever. We don't have weather, but we do have wind. It's going to push us over a little bit. And we're just going to follow using heading bug. So we have a town to look at. Then we have another town, right? Two towns. I already forgot what we're doing. New town and spa town. That's right. So new town, spa town, then you hear my voice again, and we will discuss what is happening next. I assume you know the drill, you know what's going on. Get ready for some sightseeing. Holy cow, that's beautiful. And there's our spa town right at the nose, looking right at us. We're looking at it, and it's farther away once we hop outside though. But there you go, we'll be there in a moment, and we'll make our turn. That's a cool shot. Just enjoying the scenery with you a moment. It's pretty darn incredible. I'm quite flabbergasted by how amazing this is. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Because if you compare it to a photo, you can't tell the difference. They have the, like, on Facebook, Asbro or Microsoft, whatever, they have their things of, like, what's real, what's fake. Of course, if you know what to look for, like certain tones in the trees and certain things on the buildings, you can tell. But if you don't know what to look for, you cannot tell. And there are a lot of people in the comments, too, that they say, I honestly don't know. So that's pretty cool. How 2024, Flight Sim 2024 is going to be better, I don't know. But we'll check that out, I guess, when it comes out. I think at the end of this year, maybe later this fall, I think, something like that. Getting close. It's almost fall. So anyway, we are over Spa Town. It is under us. So let's well, I meant to fly us around it so we could see it, but I didn't. So here we are. We're gonna look at it like this, and then we'll read about what's next. Does an Navlog work in this view? It does. Spa Town. Was it this is Spa Town? Yeah. So the next one, you turn 190 degrees, which we're at 189 now. Doesn't matter. Continue. Follow the motorway. I'm yelling because my personal volume is too loud. And follow the motorway, which obviously is right here with the trees around it. The town of Bueth Wells. The town lies at the junction of several highways and the confluence of River Wye and River Irfan. Okay, so we'll just follow this road till we get to a confluence of rivers and a bunch of highways coming together, which is very soon. So let's read about the next thing. From there, head south and gain a visual on the town of Brecon, located near the intersection of several motorways again. Pass over Brecon, then fly over the national park, which protects the Brecon Beacons mountain range. And that's only 7 minutes away after that. So we're looking for a town which is right there. I see it already. And then we're going to fly over the national park, which is this. Probably this way because it's 179 degrees. And then after that, we'll read about that next place. But not until we get there. So looking for the town, looking for the national park. I'm going to turn us a little bit more so we can fly alongside the town instead of directly over it. Actually, 179 is that way, so we're going to be turning left over the national park. So there you go. Enjoy the town, enjoy the national park, and I'll see you in a little bit. And as beautiful as this is, I was away from the computer for a couple minutes and we overflew our turn. So that's okay. Let me quickly read how far we're supposed to turn and then we'll read about it. I'm supposed to go to 105 degrees. Let me set this up to 105 on my multi-panel. There we go. Actually, no, more than that. Less than that because we got to get back on track. So after the Brecon Beacons, which is literally where we are now, and I almost hit them. Locate the reservoir, which lies on the east side of the range. Pass over the reservoir and gain a visual on the town of Abergavenny. Abergavenny, to the southwest of the reservoir. So that's what we're looking for. It's a reservoir. We'll read about more in a moment. Oh, that's the reservoir over here. Way over there. I think. Nope. That's that. We want the reservoir that we're on right now. And then the town is up there. There we go. So we're not too far off. We're just a little south of where they intended us to be. Yeah, that's definitely a reservoir because there's a dam to control it. The dam control. And then the town is out there. And we're really close to the train. A little closer than you should be, but who cares? It's fun. That was really cool flying over that thing, you must say. Alrighty, so we're a little south, but we'll get back on track here in a moment. The town is directly out there somewhere. I am just too busy gazing in awe at the scenery. Holy cow. Alrighty, let's zoom this in a minute. There we go. Alright, so after the town that we'll see soon, we're going to Newport. Oh, that was Newtown. Now it's Newport. Then we're going to head south from Abergavenny and sight the Severn Estuary and the Bristol Channel. Pass over the city of Newport, located along the River Usk, just north of its confluence with the Severn Estuary. Newport is the third most populous city in Wales and has been an important port since medieval times. So we're going to look for a tiny town and then a huge town, and then might as well keep reading. Then after that we track the coastline to reach Cardiff. Cardiff, the national capital of Wales, is home to several national treasures, including Cardiff Tower, the Welsh National War Memorial, and the Wales Millennium Centre. Of course, POIs are turned off in bush trips and want you to find it on your own. If you go into free flight though, all this will come up with the tags turned on for POIs, guaranteed. And then after that we fly to the southwest and land at the airport. Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Pretty easy to spot, should be easy to land on and everything. So we're gonna have a tiny town, a huge town, and then a huge town again. Right? Alrighty, cool. So there's a coast right there, I can see it, so we're gonna fly out here and then turn along the coast, I assume, right? You know what happens if you assume though. If you don't know what that means, ask your parents. So we gotta pay attention where we're going. We overshot it here. Yeah, we're just gonna come down, do. That's a lot of flying left. That's okay. If I was looking at the coast, I was looking at that river. Okay, that's fine too. That is fine too. Alrighty, let me regain my composure here with with my heading bug, and I will see you in a little bit. 2 big towns, a small town and 2 big towns, and we'll land. See you in a little bit. Alright, it's about time to find the airport and land at it. What's kind of neat is Tom 560 is already there. I assume that's a commercial flight. I mean, that could be a user. Could be the only user we've seen in years, to be honest. But it could be a commercial flight. I don't know what TOM would be. Not sure. But they're at the airport, 243 feet above the ground. So we're going to land at the airport ourselves. We just have to find it here. We already read about it, so now it's just a matter of landing. The wind is a tailwind, 6 knots. So if it doesn't change, we'll have to turn around. But otherwise, as far as crosswind and stuff, when I talk about things and how windy they are, like this for example, says 11 knots max crosswind. So I'm not too crazy when it's 9, 10, 12, 15. I'm like, oh, this is crazy, because it is. All right, let's come down altitude. Let's come down to 1,500 feet. And vertical speed of negative, I don't know, 1,300 to get this thing into the ground. Bring back throttle so we don't overspeed. Get ready to land. I see a runway that looks nice and long right there, and it looks like there's a tailwind, so we're going to assume there's still a tailwind. So we're going to keep this heading, and then we'll do a right traffic pattern. So we'll come over here, come from the water, and land. That's my plan, unless the wind changes when we get down there. Looks like we have a few runway options, and maybe we'll meet Tom 560. Although I don't think that's a user. I think that's commercial plane. Anyway, let's look around for the final time outside before we land. Had some good city views back there. I almost missed them. I wanted to get more water. Came back. I'm like, oh, the city. We almost missed it. So I'm glad I didn't. But there you go. Looking beautiful, like always. I'll be kind of sad when this bush trip is done, but I'm also excited about the last one to do with this world update because it's going to be similar, so I'm excited about that. So I'm not too bummed it's ending, but I don't know why we're getting staggering now. Maybe there's a lot more commercial traffic about to come in, or maybe it's just the servers trying to keep up. I don't know. Wind has not changed, so 5 knots, that's fine. So we'll just use the other side of the runway, or the other runway, to land. Should be good. Should be smooth. What are we at? We're at 1,500 already. That's fine, because we're going to take over manually in just a moment. I have to get comfortable in my chair first, and then we'll prepare for landing, for contact with the ground. And there's our shadow. How adorable. Is that a boat or a rock? Oh, it's a little house. Little house on the water. We had one of those in Duluth, Minnesota. It was an old mining type digging operation where there's a little house and then the conveyor belts went up to dump into ships. And then it sank like a year or two ago. It just sank for some reason after being there for like hundreds of years. Alrighty, let's turn off autopilot. We're getting kind of close. Well, that's a short... Oh, I don't think that's a runway. Well, it's going to be a... No, that's a taxiway. Oh, man. Our 2 runway options aren't very good. I was really hoping to land there. I think we're going to anyway. Should we? I don't think that... No, that's not a runway. Maybe it is? I don't know. We can check by doing something. Well, let's prepare for the other runway, I guess. Although now the wind turned a little bit, so this other runway over here isn't a good option either. Whatever. We'll circle around for a minute. Whoops, wrong button. Just circle around until I find out what we're going to do here. Let's click on the airport. I assume this is the right airport. Yeah. And... Nope, it's just those 2 runways. So that is not a runway what I was going to land on. Just the one long one. And this is a bad way to be because of the wind, so we're going to circle all the way around and land on the opposing runway, which will be fine. It's just I wasn't planning on doing it that way, but that's okay. Oh, so smooth now. How wonderful. Alrighty, well, let's not climb. Let's not climb. Just do a basic right traffic pattern. Get in the way of departing aircraft. We should be flying over in midfield, not over the end of the runway. Naughty turtle. Naughty. People think turtle's a goody-goody, but turtle does have some naughty moments. Alright, we'll just circle around. Might as well get a good view of the airport while we're here. I don't know if this is a custom airport or not. Often they are in the bush trips, but not always. Have to look up at the changelog or the release notes for this version of the world update and see if this is a custom airport, because I don't know. I will leave that homework to you, because people love to correct me in the comments. So I'll let you figure out if this is a modeled airport or if it's default AutoGen that looks modeled. It looks pretty custom, but... Alright, city. Alright, downtown skyline. It is time to land the airplane. So let's come on back. Let's slow down a little bit here, or a lot of bit, while we make our turn. Keep our tape in view, because we're getting kind of slow. And looking out the window and looking at my glass at the same time while I try to figure out where the runway went. Where did it go? We overshot it a little bit. That's fine. First set of flaps. And get into position here. And drop it like it's hot. And it is pretty hot. We're going way faster than we should be. I had my speed really good. I don't know what happened. Oh my goodness. This wind. Oh, now the wind changed. Now it's from behind us again. See that? Look at. Now we have a crosswind and tailwind. Now we have a crosswind and headwind. Look at that crosswind. That is ridiculous. It's only like 6 knots or something, it says. Holy crikey. Oh my goodness. Well, let's crab it a little. Left wing down. Oh boy. Is that a bounce? We bounce once. Twice? Twice. Yuck. Yuck. That's okay. Flaps in on the brakes. Ugh. Yuck. But that was the worst in terms of weather, so not too bad, not too shabby. And let's stop without hitting the nose. Prop strike, whatever. Whew. Okay, that was a rough one. Why is that the roughest? That should have been the easiest. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Not much to say unless I want to ramble for 20 minutes, which I don't really feel like doing, believe it or not. So make sure you subscribe so you know the next bush trip that drops. Hit the notification button so you know. And tell people we're here by hitting the like button and leaving a comment, and I'll see you next time.